Oh, sorry, people. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode of This Is Our Life. Maybe if I turn this way. Okay. So, next month, it's going to be a hard month, but we already know that. But,
Because
you don't want me to say, do you?
the extra payment,
What?
the extra rent payment. Well, you paid one and I paid
Okay. All right. Well,
one. I'm saying.
what, um, next month is October.
Yeah.
Okay. And then November. November, I want to do a Amazon purchase. There's this set of books. It's not a set. I mean, it wasn't published as a set. It's not sold as a set. To me, it's a set to me. And so far as it's a subject, I want to get some of these books. And then December, well, we all know about December.
Yeah.
So, and I already know what I want to. I don't know what I want to get my cousins. I know what I want to get my uncle and aunt and my aunties. Sort of. I sort of know. I know the subject matter. Um, I don't know exactly which titles yet.
What books?
Yeah. The subject matter is writing your life story, writing your autobiography. Um, now, I don't remember how long ago it was, but years ago,
Hello, John.
I sent my uncle and aunt a copy of How to Write Your Own Life Story. I think that's the title. If they still have it, what they did with it, I don't know. But I'd like to send them similar books. And my aunties up in Canada, I'd like to send them similar books as well. Because I'd like to know what they have to say.
You should send them a blank book as well, like a journal or something.
Hmm, very good idea.
Well, that would give them the encouragement to write in it.
Yeah. Um, so, um,
Kind of like saying, "Here, write something in this book."
yeah. I'm not taking you out again, Lucky. We just walked. Anyway, and of course I have to get my wife something.
I have to get you something.
Oh, you don't have to get me
Yes, I
anything.
do. It's Christmas.
So,
I have to know what to get you.
um,
Other
so,
than camouflage clothing.
yeah, I like camouflage clothing. I just need to actually go out there and use it. But,
You just need to wear it.
you
You
know,
have clothing to wear.
what I want to buy, there are two books that I want to buy, and Amazon has them, and I used to have one of them. Lost in the fire. That's all I'm going to say.
We'll put them on your wish list so I can know what they are.
Okay. One is Northern Editorials on Secession, and the other is Southern Editorials on Secession. It's interesting when you go back and you read things like that, and you read um, President Jefferson Davis and Vice President Stevens' um, writings. The war wasn't about slavery. It wasn't. I mean, it was an issue, but it was a minor issue, and
But they were seceding. It's the secession of the states.
they were leaving the
It was
Union.
about, yeah,
Yeah. And
trying to secede from the Union.
so I like to get both Northern and Southern editorials on secession. The problem is, since they're no longer in print, they're not cheap.
What is the books that are about Lincoln and the war, the Civil War? That one time I was in the hospital, that lady had one up there.
I don't know. I can look it up though.
Wasn't it kind of a famous writer wrote them?
Yeah, it's like 3 or 4 volumes.
Yeah, it was like 3 volumes.
hmm
Who wrote those?
I don't know. I'll look it up though.
It wasn't Mark Twain. It was somebody that wrote about Lincoln a lot. I can't remember his name.
So those 2 books. This is how I'm going to have to go about getting those books. One of those books I might be able to buy. One of the books I should be able to buy, but that'll be the only book that month that I can buy. The other book, I will probably have to go get like an Amazon gift card, and the next month get an Amazon gift card, and the next month get an Amazon gift card.
Build them up.
Yeah, build them up, because the other one is even more expensive. It's like 2 or 3 times the amount of the other, and the cheapest one is like $150. So,
Maggie.
Over there, Maggie. Yeah. You want to come up here? Come on.
No, I want to talk to everybody. They just rub. You're turning into a house cat, aren't you, Maggie?
There you go. You want to say hi to everybody? But
Because at first I wasn't much of a house cat. I
No.
wasn't friendly.
but anyway, Lucky got snapped at this morning too by a dog.
You shouldn't do things like that. You don't know if the dogs don't like him or not.
No.
You're really getting hurt.
Well, he doesn't want to go near that dog anymore. He didn't get bit, but
He could get hurt bad, though.
yeah. But anyway, so not next month, but the month after that, what I want to do is get this collection of books, most of which I used to have, and maybe to call it a collection is better than to call it a set, because a set implies that they go together, and they do go together, but only by subject matter, not
by author.
Right, not by author. Not by author, not by editor, or anything like that. It's just subject matter. But gosh, we can never have too many books.
Well,
I used to have over 3,000 books.
I dare you to start counting now.
Yeah. See, the nice thing up here, is people read, and you can get books free and cheap. Seriously, free and cheap. Sometimes people just give away books, like somebody will pass away, and they give away their stuff, and sometimes there are books in their stuff.
Well, wasn't that one, that Bible we found or something?
Yeah. We found
very old.
No, we found an entire set of encyclopedia.
Yeah, I remember that one night I came home from the store and I had like, entire set in the car.
Mm-hmm. So it's just we don't have the space, and we definitely need more space.
People don't understand the value of books.
Right. So, when I was growing up in the institution, sometimes books were the only thing that kept me sane. I mean, I wouldn't sit there. I'd walk down the road with a book in my face.
And I wouldn't try that, because I'd probably wind up tripping over something.
But anyway.
But given the road that I lived on too was, well, the sidewalk was hell.
But
it was very narrow and very bumpy.
So.
It was old.
So Northern Editorials on Secession and Southern Editorials on Secession are books that I would like to have. I used to have one of them. One is a single volume, the other is 2 volumes. That's probably why it's more expensive, because it's multiple volumes. But
no, there's no reason for that. Right.
But those are things that I would. There are 2 books I'd like to have, but like I said, I'm gonna send my family, my uncle and aunt in Virginia and my aunties in Canada books. See, this is, that's what 3, 4, well, 5 people, but my uncle and aunt, I can just send one to them instead of sending two. My aunties, I don't know. I can send 2 copies or 3 copies. 2 of them are in the same nursing home. If they're in the same room, I don't know if they have private rooms, semi-private rooms, or what. Then I can just send 1 copy for both of them, and another copy for the other auntie. But I have to come up with which books. It's not like I'm not thinking about it. It's just a matter of which ones do I choose. When I send my uncle a book on this subject,
What did your aunts in Canada do for a living? Did they teach or what?
one of my aunties worked for the Canadian equivalent of the Bureau of Indian Affairs, and I don't know about the other 2.
I mean, but they did work.
Oh yeah. But so I don't know. I'm gonna have to come up with. I mean, should I send my uncle another copy of How to Write Your Own Life Story, or does he still have his copy?
Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I should ask him that. I need to call him anyway, because the last video I made, I showed, I need to ask him how I might be able to go about doing that. I also want to ask him if he can help me figure out how to make a mukjong instead of having to buy one. A mukjong and a jiu-jitsu dummy are 2 things I would like, but those are even more expensive.
Well, your punching bag or whatever it is out here, we've got to figure out how to get that into the basement before winter comes.
So, I mean, I really like a mukjong and a jiu-jitsu dummy, and I used to have both of those. I also like something other than that pull-up bar there because I can't really do pull-ups there. I need it higher up. But I used to have a thing that I could do that on too. But anyway, now that I'm using this, I do have more energy. And you can just ask my wife. The thing is,
well, if you did, we wouldn't have got the house cleaned up.
But
Wouldn't have got it cleaned.
Yeah, I'll take you out again, Lucky. Well, we're just going to go down to the yard in the back. But anyway, so that's all I have to say.
Lucky, what are you doing?